Hey guys, Foxdrop here with a video on how to obtain and maintain your chicken smite buff bonus without having it wasted. Now, first thing I want to say before we get into this video is I'm sorry if I sound a bit croaky, my voice isn't 100%, it's a bit off, so I hope that's not too bad. Now, some of you guys may know there's a little tip knocking about where the enemy players will stick a crappy little trinket ward in and around this chicken buff with the goal that when you smite that chicken buff, you will immediately pop the buff bonus and it will waste it on that crappy little poor positioned ward. Now there is a way to avoid this. Now, and before you guys say, oh my goodness, I knew this tip is awful, your videos are awful, dislike, downvote, unsubscribe, but before you do that, guys, this video isn't about that tip itself. And if you didn't know about that tip, then congratulations, you're now getting 2 tips for the price of 1, or for the price of 0 as it may be, considering these videos are free. This tip is about how to stop that happening, how to avoid wasting your chicken smite buff on these wards. So for example, people put this ward down, and then when you go and smite the chicken camp, it's going to immediately waste it on that ward, and you don't want that to happen. So the way you avoid that is kind of simple, really, but it's something which I don't see a lot. All you're going to need to do is you're going to want to stand in this area, and you're just going to want to pull the chicken camp to you. You're going to wait for it till it gets close to you. You're going to smite it here, and then you're sorted. Like, the way that the chicken camp buff works, or the bonus works, is that it procs whenever you are seen by a ward, not from where the position of the chicken camp is itself. So the chicken camp can be seen by this crappy little ward. Imagine this is an enemy ward, by the way, obviously. But as long as you're not seen by it, then it doesn't matter. So all this position where the fog of war is, so if they stuck the ward around here, or even in the chicken camp itself, it's not going to see you in this position. So it's not going to proc the chicken camp buff bonus, which is great. Now, there are 2 downsides to doing this tip. First downside is that obviously you can't actually kill the chicken camp itself, because you're going to need to fight it in this area if you want to do that. So if you want to actually counter jungle the chicken camp, then you can't be doing this tip. However, I do really rate the smite bonus from this camp really highly. If you want to see why, then you should check out the other video I'll do, which I'll linked in the description. So you don't have to counter jungle the chicken buff, the chicken bonus. It's not, you know, the chicken camp isn't wasted if you don't kill it. And the second downside to this tip is that you need to have a champion who can actually pull the chicken camp from over this wall. Now, good news about that is that the vast majority of champions, junglers specifically, can actually do this. So I'm thinking of Lee Sin with his Q, Rek'Sai with her Q. You even have people like Jarvan with his flag can still do it. Loads of people can do it. People like Pantheon as well with their targeted abilities, they could still do it if you have vision on the chicken camp itself. He could put it with a spear. There are loads of off-meta junglers who can do this too, so like Maokai with his E, Gragas with his Q, Diana with her Q. Lots of people can do this, but people who can't, you know, people like Vi, won't be able to do this tip. But still, it's a decent tip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to this channel for more educational League videos. I hope you have a great day, guys, and I will see you in my next video.